The Lord be with you, my brothers.
And with your spirit.
A proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Chapter 12, verses 1 to 7. At that time, so many people were crowding together that they were trampling on one another. Jesus began to speak first to his disciples. Beware of the leaven, that is, the hypocrisies of the Pharisees. There is nothing concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light. And what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but after that can do no more. I shall show you whom to fear. Be afraid of the one who after killing has the power to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I tell you, be afraid of that one. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them has escaped the notice of God. Even the hairs of your head have been counted. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. The gospel, the good news of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
We live in a world of impressions, don't we? Sometimes the society imposes a particular image on a person which might be completely different from who the person really is. Sometimes this imposition, unfortunately, affects a person's sense of dignity. It gets into the psychic, the mind, and the thoughts of a person, and it beclouds a person's vision. In such a situation, the victim carries a burden, a tarnished image of himself or herself. For example, the early Jewish converts treated the non-Jewish Christians who converted as second-class people. God couldn't love them like God loved the Jews, they thought. The slave traders, as we all know, treated the blacks as subhuman beings. White folks seem to have been superior with technology and exposure and a triangular connection, a trade. The blacks perhaps wondered if God really loved them because of their ordeal. Even in our families, some members of the same family are favored over others. A clear case of discrimination and the use of different standards for measurements. In the Gospel of Luke, which we just listened to, taken from chapter 12, verses 1 to 7, we find a departure from the ways of the world. Jesus maintains that in the presence of God, before God, each and every one of us is precious. We are precious in the sight of God, no matter what. God says, you are more important than what others say about you. Jesus himself makes it clear, and I quote, you are more important than many sparrows, unquote. The context of Jesus' preaching makes it even much more tenable. There were many people around Jesus, a crowd of following, who came to listen to him. And then Jesus turned first to his disciples to speak. And so by implication, Jesus is addressing you and I. Each person who knows his or her worth is special. Every Christian is special. Such a person is 1 in a million. God God holds him or her in high esteem. He or she is beloved in spite of what the world throws at him or her. The world cannot be the standard of my work. The world cannot be the standard of your work. This understanding of oneself makes a whole difference in our human existence. So if I know I am precious, for example, of course, I will carry myself as a treasure, as a beloved person. You know, precious objects are handled carefully, ain't they? So, I will conduct my affairs with care, with integrity, and with courage. I will be courageous because I know whose child I am. I am my Father's son. Jesus calls me into existence. The one who calls me into existence tells me not to be afraid. Do not be afraid, he says. So, I may not have all the resources to preserve myself, but I'm under care. No matter what happens to me, no matter the hypocrisies and deceit in the world, I can be different. I will succeed in life according to the divine plan, according to the divine will. My Father is the Supreme King. I'm created in His holy image and likeness. What is greater than that? He will not abandon me. The measure of my work is my King, my Father, my Creator. So, a prayerful life, especially a private visit to the Blessed Sacrament, to commune with her, to listen, and to see our world and our affairs through the eyes of her, changes everything about me, about you,